should be up and running. I don't know if the audio is coming through or not. Let me check on that. Yeah, it is. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit, and I'm going to move this over here just a little bit. That's kind of blurry though. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's two. Try it right there. Wow. Let me try a refresh here and see if that solves the problem. Nope, that didn't solve the problem. So is this not being broadcasted in or in the highest quality it can be? Or is it just, okay, so maybe it was just my, I'll have to go check some settings. When I changed it over on the other monitor where I monitor things, it did, when I changed it from, it was, for some reason it was on the lowest quality you could have, and then I changed it to 720p because that's all that monitor supports. That fixed the problem, so that's good. And then I'll do another refresh. So you're looking at my desktop, and I've cleaned it up quite a bit. I had to add 2 files back on. I'm going to have to go in and change that. In fact, I'll try to do that while I'm live. I don't really have anything specific or particular picked out to talk about today. I'm going to wait and see if people join me or not. So I don't know if I can change that in the middle of what I'm doing or not. Let's go to that temporarily. Everyone that watches, or anyone that watches, knows that that is my screen that I use when I'm going to do something behind the scenes, so to speak. But now I got something on the monitor over there. I think my monitor is actually going out. I'm just not noticing it. I got to move this over there. See if this is what I want. Okay, that's not what I want. So that didn't help. I'm trying to get this set up. I thought I had it all pretty much set up, but apparently I did not, which that's not a big surprise. Now do I have to bring that? Let's try that right there. And minimize that. Go back over to here. Go back to there. That's a little big. Wow, once again, it's blurry over here on my other monitor. I've never experienced that before, and a refresh didn't fix it. And it, for some reason, if I make a change, it changes the quality of the, that's crazy. So anyway, I'm going to bring this down, or I can bring these up. So I had to add these 2 back in because when I started OBS, the 2 files were missing. And this one is strictly that. 68 Camaro, real similar to the one I owned. I didn't have super rims all the way around. I had the back tires were just Krager SS. And then obviously the countdown, which I'm still working on that. And then for the actual opening, I combined the 2. And it looks alright. Still needs a little bit of work. I just kind of been caught up in some things. Getting some yard work done. Chicken coop redone. Little things. It's raining today, so I can't get anything done. I thought I'd do a live stream. I'm just waiting to see if anyone joins. It says 1 person is watching, which is probably me. And I reluctantly put the Zoom link in the notes, and we'll see what happens. If it starts to get abused, or if we get more than 2 people, then we'll have a 40-minute time limit, and then I may try something else. I don't know yet. So I don't even know what the temperature is outside. It's a crispy 68 degrees inside the house, so it's rainy outside. It's supposed to rain all day. I got on my Goodwill 10-cent t-shirt that says, I'm kind of a big deal. And it's about celebrating service of some sort. I don't know. I bought it at Goodwill actually in 2009, and it still fits. And that's kind of good and bad both. It's Gary. It's Ken. Now it's Ken and Gary. Hey Gary, good morning. How are you? I guess it'd be good afternoon where you're at though, right? Aren't you an hour ahead of us? Isn't it 12:14 in your time area, your zone, your neck of the woods, so to speak? So, welcome. You're the first, or you're the second, and the first didn't say anything. I imagine you're the first. It's really early out on the West Coast, 9:15, 5:15 in the evening. Yeah, 12:15. That's what I thought. So I don't really have anything planned. I put a link into the description for Doug. I sent Doug an email last night. I said, hey, I'm going to go live tomorrow. I would like to link your channel with your permission. Of course, he said, yeah, that'd be fine. So I did. I linked his channel. And I don't know if I can bring that up or not and show everyone. Well, yeah, I can do this, I guess. So I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go to YouTube. I subscribe to Doug, so he's right here. And that didn't change. I don't know why that didn't change. There we go. So I put a link into Doug Betts live Windows training. He does absolute 100% great work helping you out. He'll connect remotely to your computer, and he'll listen to what you think is the problem or what you feel is the problem, and then he'll start researching it. He's helped me out quite a bit. I mentioned yesterday on his live stream that probably the best advice he gave me, or probably the best repair he gave me, was not to do the building of my new computer live, because it would have just been overwhelming, and it would have been. So I'm glad, I'm happy for that. I've actually used some of Doug's streams before. No, he sent me an email last night and said he's not going to be doing anything live today, but he's going to be shooting some videos to post later, which that may or may not change. Who knows? But he did shoot me an email later on last night after he said, yeah, by all means. I mean, I figured it would be all right. I just think it's best to ask permission first before doing that. It's just the right thing to do in my mind. So anyway, that's his channel. Just reach out to him if you have, and Gary knows this already, so anyone new that's watching, if you have any computer related issues going on, send him an email. He'll get with you and work out a time to connect remotely. He'll do a Zoom session with you so that he can chat with you and others sometimes on what he's doing, and I would say 9 out of 10 times he gets the problem fixed. Probably closer to 10 out of 10, and sometimes it just takes a little longer, but definitely 9 out of 10 times. So there's the plug-in for live Windows training, Doug Betts. I will bill him, by the way. A little bit of inside humor there. Some of us may or may not get it. So far nobody's joined the Zoom. That's interesting. I don't think. Let me see. Participants. Nope, just me. I gotta remember how to do. There we go. So yeah, I went to OBS and these were missing, and I was like, okay, why? Well, I remembered. Anyone that knows me, when I do Davinci Resolve, I put everything I render out to the desktop, and then I was throwing them in these folders. Well, what I've since have done is I created 2 shortcuts right here, Davinci Works and New Volume F, which I don't think that did work. I didn't think it would. I thought for sure that was not it. And then in here, oh no, that isn't it. That is wrong. That's my 35 millimeter, so that's wrong. But I know this one's good. This takes me to Davinci Resolve, everything I've done. So all these used to be on the desktop, just taking up space, taking up time when it restarts, taking up, just looked ugly as all get out. So I copied the two I needed, which was this one and this one right here, back over there, and it works. It worked just fine. So what I'll do later today is I'll go into OBS and I'll have it target that specific drive, and that way I can keep the desktop cleaner. Haven't done much in Davinci lately. Let's take a gander at that. I would show you guys something, but then I got to figure out how to. Oh, I didn't know you left. So welcome back. Did your internet connection drop? So the last thing I did was right here. It's called the Fusion Comp Edit or Fusion Composition Edit, and the whole purpose behind it was and is I wanted to add a fusion composition that I created and be able to edit it, the composition itself. And I can do that. It was a little time consuming to get it there, and I don't know why it's not playing. Let me shut it off. Go to the Fusion tab. So this is it right here. And you need to have it in the inspector. That's the effect right there. And it needs to be in the inspector so you can run it. So shut the inspector off, click on something, and then click back on that, and there it is. That's a kind of a neat little trick if the inspector doesn't come up. Now all of this effect is affected by everything you see here. If I wanted to change the color, so I know the color is 1 Delta Alpha Bravo. I'll just go in here and we're going to change it, let's just say, to this ugly green, and there it is. Morning, Darren, or good afternoon. What is it, about 5:20 in the afternoon local time for you? Backlight on keyboard, start going colors. Oh, you got a RGB keyboard, Gary? Oh no, wait, backlight. So backlight, that means your letters light up at night in low light. Another thing I never really got into. Oh, cool. So is it a single color or is it multiple colors? Aha. So did you buy it that way specifically, or was this like a gift and you're just testing it out, or what? I mean, I kind of equate it to the RGB fan I have. Hate it. Yeah, Jim recommended this cooler and it came with RGB, and I was on the fence to get it, but the price was right on it, so I got it, and it has grown on me. I do kind of like it. I've done a couple videos at night. It's different. So anyway, now I've changed the color to green. I don't really like the green, so I'm going to go back to the green. I'm going to Control Z, and it didn't work. I'm not going to go back to the green. I'm going to Control Z, and it puts it back, you know, the basic editing, copy paste, whatever. There's terminology right now is escaping me. So, but Darren and I played around with this the other night on a live stream, and we determined that you just have to scroll down through here. It is marked on what it is. I just got to remember, because you can go in here and change all of this. Now what you can't do is you can't bring it up on the other screen to see the effects, which I don't like that. I would have to go back to the original. So here's the camera. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, and Darren, correct me if I'm wrong, this says camera and it's everything above it. So I'm going to change the angle right here. That's the camera. That's moving the camera in and out. And because these are locked, when I do that, it does that. So I'm going to put it back. There we go. And then the focal plane, I don't see that that's doing anything, but I'm going to put it back. The aperture width, again, I don't see that it's doing anything. The height, there we go. So I'm going to put it back, and then I'm going to grab this, see how bad it messed that up. Go back over here to the main page, hit play. So it was kind of fun to learn how to do this, and it's great to know now I can do what I want to do. So that's the third effect I've created, and the third one I've moved and saved into Davinci Resolve, and the first that I've been able to edit it. Now somewhere in here there's a number 25, and I don't know where it's at. Right here. So the number of rings right now is 25. If I change that to 15, then you can see the effect that that has. It's only 15 rings, so it's not a real good effect. So if I go back over here and change it to 75, that's just too many. And then run the effect. Doesn't really have that much of an effect. And I'm really beginning to understand when these guys say just get in there and play around with this, with the settings. I'm really beginning to understand exactly what they are saying, because the best way to do it, that way you can fine tune it to what you want, get it to your standards or whatever it is that you would like. I guess that won't go any smaller. It'll go like that. That's fine. I'll put it up here. So now if we hit play, different. And I go back to the Fusion tab. As long as I didn't leave it, it's going to be right where I left it. As long as I don't. So I'm put it back to 50. Or no, wrong number. 25 was the original number. And no harm, no foul. So that's pretty cool. Let me see here. Go back. So do we really want to test my knowledge this morning of this to see if I can do something or not? Wow, I lost the zoom again. I'll have to figure out how to make that work without having to go back in and make sure it comes back. So let's go to the file manager, go to project manager. We're going to, do I have anything I could, somebody joined in Zoom. Gary.
Somebody joined in Zoom.
Here we go, the Echo Show.
This time you're echoing. No, it's me.
It can't be me. I got everything muted here. I think.
Yeah, it's me.
That happens. That happens. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Now, why do I not have... let me figure this out. How do I get out of this? Right here. Minimize that. Why did my picture go away? Is that because of the view? Okay, now let's see. That shows Gary. Gary's muted. Now I should be muted. But I don't think I'm muted. We'll see. Gary, can you hear me? Gary's still muted. So you're supposed to be able to hit the space bar and mute yourself. But it looks like it's not working. We'll see. So back to Davinci.
How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Believe it or not, it says I'm muted.
Yeah, I was testing out the space bar because that's how you're supposed to be able to mute it, but it wasn't working. I think what I need
on this computer I never downloaded Zoom, so maybe that's the problem.
That could be.
I just downloaded it as we're speaking.
Well, Doug put Zoom right here, and it works for me. I don't know if this connects to him or not. I don't think it does, because I know if anyone else joins us, there's a 40-minute time limit, and I've tested the waters on that several times. Darren and I played around on Facebook Messenger, and that works pretty good, but we've yet to find anyone to join us to see if there's limitations on it, because everyone that I know when we're doing it's not around to do it. So it is what it is. I mean, I think Google also has a service, doesn't it?
I've heard that. I actually have never used. I don't use Facebook. Last time I was on Facebook, it was probably 2-3 years ago.
I'm curtailing it a little bit. It is great for family. I just saw pictures of the photo shoot my son and his children and wife did yesterday. They haven't even seen the pictures yet because the photographer posted it on their website, which I think that's not right. But because I sent him to him, I said, "Oh, this is good." Now, are you sure it's a cold, Darren? Or are you sure it's not a result of last night's activities?
I have a real problem with family pictures, though. I mean, being posted.
Oh, I do too. And again, yeah, just like with Doug Betts, I always ask, "Hey, is it okay if I post this?" My sister, she posts everything and anything, and she don't really give any thought to what it is. Boy, we got real good rain coming down now. But yeah, I've tried probably the last 2 months. I've really tried to curtail it. I read the other day where Facebook is going to change its name. That's going to be interesting to see. Oh, you worked outside today. Well, that can do it. I was just giving you a hard time about what you did last night. So, no, don't mean any harm by it. Don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything.
Well, my granddaughter moved to our house in Florida, Tampa, and she posted the address, house, everything around the house, saying blah blah blah.
Right.
House on Facebook, and didn't put any security on it or anything.
Right. Well, I'll go one better than that. One of my classmates in high school sisters, a couple years older, she posted a picture of her house with the street number, but didn't put any information, just that. It took me about maybe no longer than 10 minutes to identify it. And I called her up. I said, "Do you live on such and such street?" And she said, "Yeah, how did you know that?" I said, "You know the picture you just posted?" And she was like, "Yes." I said, "It took me about 7 to 10 minutes to find it." And she was like, "Oh my goodness, I never thought about that." Because people don't think,
Well, our neighbor's a rapper, seriously, and he's got a #1 single about 2 months ago.
Wow.
His picture was in the Tampa Tribune. So if you see his picture, you can see part of our house.
Yeah.
With the way they do that.
Yeah, and I'm naive to the point where I live out here in cornfield heaven, and I don't really give it much thought, but I really shouldn't post pictures of our house and the street name and everything, but I don't know. I guess I'm just naive. The good thing about this little neighborhood is there's one way in and one way out, and everybody watches the neighborhood pretty good. In fact, the guy across the street and I are going to go to the city one of these days and see if we can get speed bumps put in, because these kids get their license and they think this is the Charleston Dragway and they just drive up and down the street at 70 miles an hour, and that's not safe.
I won't comment on that, but you might want to put something on the street that stops that.
Well, that's why we're thinking about the speed bumps. We'll get it done through them, and that way, I mean, it's good and bad. The speed bumps could cause a horrible accident too. And you know, I'm no angel. When I had my '68 Camaro, there was times I had it at speeds that were probably unsafe for the environment in the area. I mean, I think we all did that. It's not.
I don't mind fast. I don't mind fast. I mind unsafe for the area, like you just said.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know I drove fast for. If it was 30, I know there were probably times I was 60, 70 or better. I did get pulled over one time, and I got lucky. I was trying to impress a girl. I was leaving her house, so I spun the tires. You know, typical 16-year-old male macho stupidity. And I got about, I don't know, 100 yards down the road, and here come the lights and sirens. I don't know where he came from. So I pulled over, and growing up where I did in Indiana, everybody knew everybody. So the first thing was, am I telling your dad about this? I'm like, no, please not. He goes, well, the option is we'll give you a ticket. And I'm like, what did I do wrong? And he goes, you know what you did is called and he had some long name for it. I was like, I didn't know if he was kidding or not. And he got the ticket book out, and he was starting to write me up, and all of a sudden, I mean, you talk about luck, there came a call out for, we had a mentally retarded child that lived in the area, and there came a call out for her because she was missing, and that took precedent over everything. And he says, this is your lucky day. I'm not going to write you up. I got to go. Don't ever do that again. And I never did it on the street again. I did it several times afterwards, but never on the street. So, yeah, man, I wished I'd never sold that car. I tell you what.
That would be worth a couple.
Oh my goodness.
$2.
Yeah, when I was in San Diego, one of our trucking company salesman executives, he had a '67 Camaro, and he said he'd sell it to me for 40 grand. I'm like, yeah, sure. Let me go get that out of my piggy bank. And the thing about it is it needed some work done to it, and he was dead serious on his price. So
I was chatting on a lawyer show on Facebook or on Zoom on YouTube, and the guy was saying, you know, you gotta give an estimate. You know, how much is it to do brakes on a '67 Camaro or something? I'm like, they don't know until they find the brake pad someplace. I mean, you can't go to, you know, Pep Boys and say how much are brake pads.
right.
I mean, what's it, 48, 50 years old?
Well, 57 would be 64 years old, wouldn't it? Yeah.
56, 54. Point being is,
Oh yeah, 54, 54. Yeah. No, you're not going to go to your local store and pick those off the shelf. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I had my second car. My first car was a '68 Camaro. My second car was a 1946 Chevy, and that was not. I mean, it was my car. I bought and paid for it, but that was more for my dad than for me because he wanted it, so I bought it. And we were in the process of restoring it, and I got it to a point where it ran. Got it licensed, drove it, you know, around a little bit, and again, here's the male machoism at being a teenager. There was this girl in high school I wanted to ask out. She finally agreed to go out. Well, I took my car. We go to the movies. We're driving home, and it caught fire. The wiring under the dash caught fire. Oh my goodness. That was a sign for sure. Needless to say, we never dated again. Here, I'll show you, which I've done this in the past. I thought it was kind of interesting yesterday. Jeff Ryman out of Vegas grew up in a small town, a little bit smaller than what I grew up in. But this is the satellite view, and you can see it's all farmland. That's the city right there. That's the gist of the city. You have a store, or I'm sorry, the church, the store. The school is now, this is old. When is this from? This is, no, it says 2021. When I went to school there was this little building right here, which was built in the 1900s. Then they added on this part, which was the gymnasium. Then they added on this part, which was new. Now they've added on all of this. It just amazes me as how big this little area has grown. And it's not the city itself, it's the outlying area. We lived right here. There used to be a house right here behind this bank. And we lived, there's the bank. So this rubble used to be an old general store from back in the 1800s, owned by Frank Gash, and he refused to tear it down. Well, it got to the point where it was unsafe, so they made him tear it down. Well, his thumbing of the people, so to speak, is he just left the rubble where it's at. There used to be a cafe right here that they tore down because it was in worse shape than this, but they're getting ready to make this. Oh, it's still there. So this is now gone. They tore this down, and as bad as that looks, this one up here was 15 times worse. I mean, it was horrible. But this is gone. There's the post office, and they're going to make a children's park out of this. Yeah, I don't know. I got mixed feelings on that. I don't think the city's that big, but then again, you know, who knows?
I gotta go look for a minute. I'll be right back, okay?
Sure, no worries. So, Darren, are you still with us? Hope you get to feeling better. Bless you. Why didn't that switch back? How do I switch that back? I thought I clicked on... Do you not click on this? Apparently you don't. Oh, there we go. Well, I guess that's not it. Interesting. Yeah, I can relate, believe me. So I'm going to jump back over here while Gary's stepped away. I'm going to go into Davinci Resolve. I'm actually going to shut Davinci Resolve off. It should save that automatically. I'm going to restart Davinci Resolve. I'm going to do an untitled project. I'm going to change it to 30 frames per second. I did just watch a video the other day on how you can change this from within. Go to that. Go to the media, close effects, go grab me a picture. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to grab me a picture. I'm going to do this. I'm going to right click, new fusion composition, and we're going to call this Ken's first invention effect. That's a good name. Create. We're going to grab it. We're going to bring it down to the timeline. And obviously it's not going to do anything because there's nothing for it to do. We're going to then jump over to Fusion. And there it is. Now we're going to build this effect. Darren, I know you can't talk, but what should we try to do with this? Well, let's do something simple first. Let's do a background. Put the background on the first one and the second one. There's the background. I'm going to split this 50-50 or thereabouts. We're going to connect the background to the media, and that works. Now, something that Darren and I discovered the other day was this right here. Which football game? The one, my team, they got annihilated 54-7. Um, if we're talking about your football, I have no idea because I don't follow it. But my football team got just waxed. It was horrible. I stopped watching it actually. So this is kind of cool. I like this for some reason. It's in options and it's orthogonal pipes. If you turn it off and then you go to arrange, well, I thought I turned it off. Let me make sure I turned it off. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I want direct pipes. So if you line this up, it should. Well, it's not working. Go figure that. You're supposed to be able to right click and it line it up. I knew they would lose. It was just a matter of what the final score would be. I knew they would get beat. I mean, that's beyond wishful thinking on that. So there's the background. Let's put an ellipse in there. So you can hit Shift Space and it brings up the menu, or you can go up here and grab it right here. So I've been playing with the Shift Space and EL ellipse, and then you hit Add, and it automatically adds it in there for you. Automatically, you don't have to worry about doing it. Whereas if you do it the other way, if you take this out and you do it this way, you grab an ellipse and bring it down, then you got to connect everything. And I really get confused sometimes on the connections. So I have found, for me, it's just easier to go on the node, Shift Space, click Add, and it puts it right there. I find that neat. Now, I don't know if this will line these up. Oh, yeah, it did line them up. So that did work. And then if you change it, it's just kind of cool. So now we have our ellipse.
Hey, Ken?
Yes, still here.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Can Davinci work on single picture or just like a screensaver type thing where everything's moving?
Oh, no. That's a great question, actually. So let's not save this.
Can I use it like Photoshop? I guess I'm asking.
You know, not to be redundant, but that's a good question. I'm going to say yes. So let's open up a project. Let's change the settings to no, I don't want PAL. Wow, that's kind of indicating that it might not be. Let's go save. Go to edit. Go over to the media pool. Grab a picture. Oh, here we'll grab the ever popular and famous. This is how my battery charger came to me from Amazon. So you're saying, can I now manipulate this or change it like in Photoshop?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure you can. Whether the question is whether I have the knowledge to do it or not. Because if you come over here, you can increase the picture. You can change the whole picture. So you're asking, I want to make sure I understand. So if I wanted to move this plastic somehow out, can I mask it and then do that?
Cool. Well, let's, I'm being serious. You want to change your eyes to bright pink. Just make it easy.
Change. Okay, I have to apologize. My hearing's getting horrible. Change what to bright pink?
Your eyeballs. In other words, instead of being the color there, make it bright pink. I'm just using something that's real small. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine.
Or make your nose black. Just, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Just
so
changing.
let's get a picture of a person then.
Exactly.
And yeah, who cares? I'm trying to delete it, of course. So import media. Could pick on my buddy Ron. He's not here to defend himself.
Well,
Well,
can you save it as a
Ron needs to be picked on because Ron's what got me started on this. Because as I've told the story many times, is he caught COVID, wanted to learn how to do editing, and didn't know how to do it. And he knows I like to learn and tinker in things, so he called me up and said, "Do you know anything about it?" And of course, at the time, I did not. But now I'm to this point. I'm looking for a picture of me. Doggone it. Here's my grandparents. I could use them. I've got a real good picture of me I have in mind. I was thinking it might be in here.
I mean, it could be a house, and you want to change the color. I mean, it just
Here, let's use this. This is a good one. This is perfect. So now let's say we want to change the color of the car.
or make it easy, but or whatever.
I'm going to say you can, but I don't know if you do that in Fusion, because what you would have to do, and again, I'm just guessing on this, you would have to create a mask around this like you do in Photoshop and then change the color, because I don't think there's a in fact I didn't see. Well, that was helpful. Okay, if you change it to color, okay, so let's go to, and you change the opacity, it goes away. So if I change the opacity, it goes down, so you can do that. Stabilization. Gary, I don't know. It's a good question, actually. I honestly don't know.
Well, are they JPEGs or GIFs or GIFs?
You can save it as a JPEG or a GIF or Apple MOV, or I don't know. There's 1,000 different things. There's probably got to be, and again, my guess would be, because I know I've not experimented with that, but I know in here, if you go in here, that looks to be close enough, and create a mask.
I am not even a novice, but I bet if you can save it as JPEG, you can change something.
Well, this is,
Or maybe.
I'll use what I was just explaining a while ago. EL. So there's my ellipse. And I just love that feature that it puts it in there automatically where you want it, because the other way it doesn't. I know that's not masking it. So how do you mask something? That's a background, that's white noise, that's text, that's paint, that's the color, that's the color. Da, 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 da. You know what? You've given me something to
Experiment with.
Yep. So let's get rid of this. Let's go over here and grab a spline. Let's connect that to the spline. No, let's connect the spline to that. Yes. And let's connect that to that. One. No. Shoot. Yeah, it gives me something to learn, and I think rather than go look on YouTube and have it be taught to me, I think I'll just try to figure it out on my, because I'm gonna say it's gonna be a masking where you mask out the whole thing and then change the color. Has to be. I mean, it just.
I'm thinking that when you said paint, that might have something to do with it.
Well, okay, so okay, that's a paint node. Now we'll go into. Um,
I didn't say new.
Good. That's good thinking. So when you're in Fusion, you can grab the little eyedropper here. And let's say I wanted to paint something with the yellow stripe right here. I grab it. Yeah, look what it's doing. Good call. So here's the original on the left. Here's the effect on the right. So now the question becomes, you know what? Let's change this. Uh-oh. What did I did? I changed the brush. Uh-oh. Here comes my buddy. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, and one more Control Z. Does that get me back to... No, it does not. Okay. There we go. So there's the color. Now I want to change the thickness of the brush. Can I do that? Apply mode, paint, clone, emboss, erase. Okay, so let's say I want to erase it. Ah. So the short answer is going to be, yeah, I think you can. The long answer is going to be, it probably will take me a while to do it. I do like where this is going now, but why did my brush... Oh, there it is. There's got to be a way to change the thickness of the brush, though. Stamp, smear. Now, does that changing... Oh, no. I see what it's doing. These lines are straight. These lines are bent. Okay, that's kind of neat. Can I control this back to... Yeah, I can. So if we wanted to change...
Oh, yesterday I was asking about the Epic Games. No, Epic Launcher.
Yes.
It came back today. But I do on the side programming for cars. So if you want 20 extra horsepower in your car, I can do that. Well, I was in there looking up the car, that I had done some coding for. Anyway, I got out of it and it's back. I went to the configuration file for the compiler, and it had a whole bunch of games you could program. And I took that one out, deleted it, went back in there, and it didn't come back. Went back, put it back. So Microsoft, because they're so swell, put it in there as you can modify your Fortnite game in the code. So after I got rid of it, it hasn't been back. So I thank Microsoft quite vigorously because they did that to me.
And I'm trying to figure out, I just want to use the color blue, and I want the opacity that maybe, nope, that's not it. I've got to figure out what brush to use. Oh, now it's, okay, so somehow I got red, which is kind of, I was trying to put blue, make the tires blue. So can I do that?
What are you using, Davinci or Fusion?
Yeah. No, this is Davinci. Well, I'm in Davinci Resolve. There's our edit page, which is where you always should start. And then to make any kind of effects or changes, you have to go to the Fusion page, and then that's where you put all your effects in there. And they have a lot of preloaded effects. If you run the mouse over it, usually it shows up over here. Usually. the thing that's neat is like that never happened. So if you go in here to effects, and if I go into my templates and I go into effects, I don't know why that's not working. So DVE, we all know what that is because I've used it a million times. So DVE is if I come over here and I grab another picture, and I'm seriously just going to grab this one. It's not important. And I come back down here into the edit line, and I grab this picture, and I want this picture to be part of that picture, but not like that. Then I simply go into the effects. I go into they're saved down here in my favorites, DVE. I grab it, I put it over that, and here in a minute, that's going to move that up here to this corner, or it should. Or it should have. Why didn't it? Yeah, see, my memory's, there it goes. And I hate to put more memory in this, but that might have solved the problem. So now this is DV. I have no idea what it stands for, but this is what I made the screensaver with. Is I took the base picture and then I added pictures around it, and then you can go in here to your pictures, and as long as it's red, you can do anything you want. So if I wanted to change that border, I'm going to go into the picture. I'm going to go find the border, which is
Did you get the Davinci keyboard yet? It's only $1,000.
Oh, it only? No, that might be my first pandering of, hey, I need the Davinci keyboard, which I don't. So the border, you reduce it. That looks pretty good. Then if I wanted to move it, I believe it's this one. Yeah, I can put it over here. I can bring it down here. No, I'm good with my little Logitech keyboard. I mean, I'm thinking if I'm still doing this in 6 months, I'll be surprised, because this was, again, my friend Ron wanted to learn it. He actually wanted to learn Sony Vegas Pro. And I'm not sure why, because this is so much easier, at least in my mind it is. So I learned it, and I went to Shotcut, and I ended up with this. And Jim's the one that got me on this. And the reason I went to this was because you can, the fast forward, where's it at? Obviously I can't fast forward still, but the fast forwarding effects on the video is just so easy. You go in there, right click, change the speed, and it's done. Change the color of the border, blue. Just, I mean, I'm getting little simple things done. I now want to sit down one day and just say, okay, this is what I want to learn how to do 100%. So here's, when you, there's my, that's the effect I created. There's the second effect, and I can edit this one, and then the other one I created is down here. And then the other one I created is, so I guess I've done 4 right here. Now, it's saying it's offline. That means the source that I did it from is not in there. Darren, do you remember where we got that from? Because I don't. Can I right click? No. I don't want to add it to my favorites. I want it to work. Let's see what it is. Should be red, yeah, because the media is not there. Now, where do I find that media from? I don't see anywhere in there where it says properties, although there's got to be a way to find it. I forget what we even did on that. See, these should be somewhat, did I not save that? Should be alphabetical, B, C, E, it should be, I'm just looking around to see if I saved that. I might not have, maybe that's why it's not there. because I clearly don't see it. Make this for the blind, me. No, I don't see it. I've got Photoshop as well, Gary. I've either got to do one or the other, and Photoshop's pretty intense as well. But now I'm curious, where's this at?
I am definitely not an expert at Davinci, but I think you can change like the face as it goes by. If that works.
You can. There's a.
Or blank it out. This example.
You can. You can ripple it. You can flip it. In fact, let me see. Did I leave that open? I did. I probably didn't save this. I'm working on another one that. Oh, what did I call it? Large Little House on the Prairie, opening, pumpkin picture, timeline typewriter. Well, you know what? I'll do it this way. Darn it, can't remember the guy's name. There's a really cool effect. Oh, Darren and I like model trains and model planes and RC stuff. So we were looking at that the other day. That was pretty cool. And I apologize for going through. There's where I learned how to do the tunnel from the Digital Vector Studios. He's really good too. I know I'm not subscribed to this guy yet. I want to still learn how to do this one. I'll go ahead and open that and stop it. I really want to learn how to do this one, but it's so intense. There it is again.
What is it?
That.
As you can see, is a nice 3D text animation.
I just like I like the 3D text. I like the fact that he's got movement within the 3D text, and I think it's cool. I really want to find this one because I actually have done it, and I don't remember how I saved it, but it doesn't look near like it should. And it's just a matter of taking the time to figure it out. I got the Roku going. I got the Davinci Shield going. DirecTV will be going away in December. Here it is. It rained 5 drops of rain today, and we had no DirecTV. So this is my effect I'm going to work on real soon.
No TV because the rain.
I think that's neat.
You have Roku TV or?
We right now we've got Direct, which is the dish, and when it rains we lose the dish. I was going to do the Amazon Fire Stick, but my niece's boyfriend convinced me to go with the NVIDIA Shield, which is all right. It's top of the line, 4K, and we're going to get a 4K TV pretty soon. So I went with that, and then I went with the provider that's got, I paid for 1 year of subscription. I've got 10,646 available stations, and I'll never watch 15 of them. And then my wife, as we all know, has to have the Filipino stuff, so that's why we got the Roku, because we couldn't get it to work properly on the NVIDIA Shield. And our buddy has Roku that has it and it works just fine. So I thought, I'll go ahead and get Roku, and since it works. Got it on sale, and I got, through my credits and all, I got it for $38. So that was good. She's in there watching Disney stuff right now off of NVIDIA Shield. And I don't have a subscription, so.
Well, how many shows does she watch? I mean.
Oh gosh, the Filipino show. She's probably got over 100 recordings. She probably watches 10 different series.
And they're all Filipino?
They're all Filipino, yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this effect right here. I'll play it one more time. And you can do this with stills. I've done this with a still picture. But I can't get it to... Mine doesn't look anywhere near like that. Which is me. I mean, I've got to learn how to do it. But, yeah, she's... Yeah, I did. Yeah, but I know I've got it. But I'm just right now, my brain is out in left field. Let's see. It might be... it's not in the screensaver. I know that I saved it. It's not that one. It's not in that one. It's not... It might... No, it's not in that one. That's the fish tank movement debacle. Let's see what this one is. Nope. That's not it. And the guy that did that, he actually likes that little... That change that I made, I strictly accidental. Didn't plan it. Okay, there's the before and the after. Where is this at? Because it's with my granddaughter, obviously. And it's for my son. He's a big Marvel characters. He likes Loki, so I want to get it done for him. But I don't remember where I don't remember how I saved it. I know it's in here. And just shy of going through all of them to find it. I don't know. I don't think it was this one. I kind of like how the before turned out there. Again, I couldn't tell you how I did it. It was an accident. Check this one out. I got thoughts on this one. So this is a broken laptop. But it works.
Yeah, I saw you showed that the other day.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that? I don't understand.
I took... So, this is a laptop my brother gave me. It's dead. It's not... I can't get it to work. So to give the illusion that it's working, I took and... Really? Why doesn't that want to work? So to make the illusion that it's working, why is that not... Was my memory that bad? Well, of course it is. There we go. So to make the illusion that it's working, all I did was I went in and I marked the entire area here. Then I went and grabbed a video. It can be any video. Marked the area here and put that video in there. So this'll play forever. I could loop it forever. And this is when we were driving down the road. So I just thought it was cool. Now, my thoughts behind this are, some of my videos of when we're on the highway of semis, I can put an ad of watch Ken Stout live on that truck. Now, it's not going to be in reality, of course, but it'll be on there. So, doggone it, where's that at? This is making...
We're talking about copyright.
Oh, yeah, my gosh. Well, I don't know. If I found a blank semi that's not owned by anybody, and although, you know what? Think about that for 1 second. You see advertisements that are skins on trucks all the time. What if, and how practical would it be if you could create a digitalized moving billboard on a moving truck? That would be cool. They have digitalized moving billboards now. You're driving down the highway and they used to be static and now they all move. How cool would it be if you're driving down the truck and the truck goes, watch Doug Betts live at, be sure to catch Kerry Holzman on. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. Dad, yeah, well, the price on it would be horrendous, I'm sure.
I checked it out last year where it worked. 20 users, it was like $5,000. I mean, it was so damn outrageous.
Yeah, I've used TeamViewer for a long time now, and I've only one time got, this looks like this might be a commercial use warning,
My son had one.
and I've never had any problems with it. A friend of mine and I, we've connected his computer to my computer to his computer, his virtual machine to my virtual machine to his, all at one time. And you want to talk about, do you think that this effect right here is interesting? How quick is this? Yeah, there we go. If you think that's interesting, you can imagine what it looked like when we had everything going on TeamViewer. I mean, it was wild. Gosh, this is bugging me. I know I saved this, but obviously I can't find it. And like everything else, as soon as I disconnect or go off of this, I'll remember exactly where it was at. So I haven't given up on the electric skeleton deal yet. I got some ideas still on that. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. I think Davinci. That's dated. Davinci finished. Alright, so what would I have called that? Okay, so did that. That was just a learning thing. Thought that was kind of fun. And then this is the second version. We changed the skin, the color, the bevels. There's a lot of changes. It shows how dirty my windshield is. But I've actually got video of semis right in front of me where you could put something on there. I think it would look cool. But let's find the doggone. Huh. I don't see it. Nope. Brain dead. Can't find it.
I hear you.
Who's sending me a message now?
Doug.
I think he's texted me 1 or 2 times. I think it's funny we both have the same ringtone for family members. I forget what I was doing here, but that was the end results. I kind of liked how that turned out. But I'm really getting frustrated in that. And you can see, I mean, I took this, learned how to do that, and then added it to that. So it's a process. Eventually, 4 or 5 years from now, if I'm still doing it, I will figure out what I'm doing. And I probably got to start writing down the titles and the location so I know where they're at. So that way I don't spend hours, unless it's in here, which I know it's not. Because this is just a huge mess. So I did this one. I did that a long time ago. I can't even remember what I used to make this. So I'm going to redo it with Davinci Resolve. That's my grandson when he was born. It's granddaughter, obviously. Doggone it, where's that at? Oh, here. Have you seen this one? I'm sure you have.
Which one?
Perspective. This is Illinois, people.
Yeah.
This isn't Alaska. This isn't Wyoming. This isn't Idaho. This is Illinois. Middle of the doggone state. And I gotta dig all that out to get out because it's taller than the bumper. Man.
Still there?
Pull the car in. All right.
Took me an hour to dig that out. There's our bathtub. It might be in here. I don't know. I know one thing for sure. I take a massive amount of pictures.
As long as they don't cost to your printer.
I don't have a printer. I've got a printer. It's Kodak. I bought the printer long 2014-ish time frame to print pictures with, and actually printed quite a few pictures, but we wanted bigger pictures, and it's limited to 8x10. So
Unless you're a millionaire, they don't tell you.
yeah, Walmart was the best place, the cheapest place, and the quickest. Oh my goodness, where did I put that? Where in the world did I put it? So here's, is that Amazon or Photoshop? That's Photoshop, I believe. Yeah, it's no wonder this is slow. I mean, honestly, I need to restart it.
Yeah, that's my problem. When I stay up, sometimes I stop running for 2 hours at night, and that keeps it going.
2 hours, that's... Okay, so that's a hibiscus, and I was doing something with that. Actually, I know exactly what I was doing. I was learning Photoshop, and you can go in there and turn them all on, and then it shows you the differences of what's going on. Changes, no, I don't care about the changes. So, 2 hours, okay? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9, there's 10, there's 11, there's 12, 13, there's 14 on Google. On Brave browser, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9, there's 10, there's 11, there's 12, there's 13, there's 14. Wow, that's amazing. There's 14 on Brave browser, plus Davinci, plus Zoom, plus OBS. Yeah, I probably have some memory issues going on.
No, I meant the 2 hours I wasn't on the computer, but the computer was on.
Well, again, the Brave browser has been running since at least Monday. Because I was catching up on some shows there. And this other stuff, probably 3 days now. And I'm real bad about that. I really need to remember to go in and close it all down and restart the computer. And you know, I can notice it primarily when I'm in here and this starts getting real slow. I know that's when I need to go check my memory and do it. Where did I put this? Darren, you're not helping me out here, buddy. Where did we put this when we made it? I mean, it's either got to be, in all seriousness, it's either got to be on the E drive, which it's not. Oh, you know what? Remember we made the effect for you, and we called it Darren's YouTube pop-up. I think there was 3 effects on it, if I remember right. And it had your name, it had YouTube, it had subscribe, and it might have had a bell on it. Right now, I can't use it because it says the media is offline, which that's a simple fix of sorts. In that all I have to do is remember, oh, did I do that? Davinci data. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Davinci data. Nope, not that one. Screensaver. Nope, not that one. Drive test. Nope, not that one. Although that's the Rooting the Roses. Not in Amazon Photos. Is it in here? Nope, that's the update. I'm lost. F drive. Darren is saying F drive. F drive. So.
You have an F drive.
Oh yeah, I got a C, a D, an E, an F, and then if I, or did I put it on? I don't think it's on F. No, that's where it'll be because I don't think it's there. Nope, that's all. That's all grandbaby movie pictures. And then these were my okay. So real quick, I'll show Gary. my cell phone, I'm going to put a video on it with it off. I mean, it's just gimmicky, that's all. Whereas some people gimmick is Windows 11, my gimmick is let's put videos on things that aren't supposed to have videos.
iPhone? I'm impressed.
Okay, did I put it in here? Is there anything that says... No, it's not on F drive, Darren, but that was a good guess. That would have been my first guess. Then I thought maybe I left it on the desktop, but I don't have anything other than these two on the desktop. And I know it's not in there, I know it's not in there. I know it's not in screensaver data because that's all kid pictures. Yep, that's not correct. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure I emptied my recycle bin. Oh, maybe I didn't. I thought I did. Yeah, I know I did. This is all new stuff. I'll find it. So something else I was going to talk about today, not to change the subject, but to change the subject. If I go in here to my Gmail, I go into my storage, that's not what I want. I got 3.84, oh, it went down, but 15 gigabyte used. That's bugging me, and that's really what, 5%, if that.
Is it used or like temp files?
Well, it's all in my Google Drive, which is right here, and I don't have anything linked for anything to go to Google Drive. These are all videos and then pictures. So my research today will be I'm going to figure out how to get them off of Google Drive, and then I'm going to have to figure out how they're getting on Google Drive, because this one right here, you're down to 10? Good job. Good job. So this one right here, 2021-7/18, is actually that video right there. Now, and I do not remember uploading it to Google Drive. I don't think I have anything checked for it to be automatically loaded to Google Drive, but yet it's mysteriously here. And I don't think I shared this video with anybody through my email for it to be on Google Drive. Uh-oh, that sounds like a Doug Betts live Zoom session coming up.
Are you serious, or are you making a joke?
A little bit of both, actually. I would like to know how it got there. And a little bit of both. It was a joke. Send Zoom to me. Look in the show notes, Darren. It should still be in the show notes. So, it just bugs me. I don't, and I keep my my email, believe it or not, it's kind of messy right now. I did appreciate Doug when he helped me with this. This does help out, because now I can go in there and I can get rid of all this. Hey, there he is.
Yeah, me.
You got your camera running? Let's go see. Yeah, you got your camera running. So now we should get the 40-minute time limit. Unless Gary left. Are you still here, Gary?
Hey, you want to know how to get the clean up that eBay stuff?
Yeah, wait.
Go down.
Did Gary leave?
You did.
Or did you kick Gary out by joining?
Gary's still here.
Oh, Gary's still here. Okay. Okay, so I got to change the view. That's. There we go. So, how do I change that? Immersive? Oh, no, I don't like that. Yeah, Darren, I'd love to know how to do that, because it's...
Right, you know, on the bottom of your Google list, hit the 9.5, right? Right to the right, and they got you know, this 9.5, well, you have 3.9 use, right?
Right.
Now go straight down. Go down, further, down, there. Up. No, up again. Up.
Alright, right here?
Next one. That one. That's it. No. You just passed it. Down. Up. Not that. No. Down. Pick it up a bit. Pick it up.
Up or down?
Up.
Okay, let's go to the very beginning. So
That's
here's
it.
the beginnings.
Get your space back. That's it. Get your space back.
Get your space back. I don't see that, but let's see.
It's just, you just went by. Just set it up.
Oh, right here. Get your space back. Right here.
And it give you all your,
So
give
click.
you all your videos and stuff you got on it.
Oh. So, okay, that's how I get, but I want to save all this because we all know I don't have it on 14 different drives somewhere anyway. So how do you do that? Do you just click on it and get rid of it?
Right, you just click on them and it come up.
Ah, and then you check each individual one.
If you want to do that.
Or you can do all 32 right here.
Uh-huh.
Keep in mind that files removed here cannot be recovered from the trash. See, that's why I know I have them somewhere, but gosh, we know what a memory I have. Right, Bob? Oh, wait. Right? Who am I? Darren? So, I appreciate this, and I will do that. But before I do that, I want to make sure I can save them somewhere so that I have them.
On a hard drive?
Yeah, I could do that. So how do I save them to a hard drive?
No way, I have to run that.
No, there's got to be a way. If I can select all and delete, there's got to be. Gary, do you have any clue how to do that?
You probably can select it and drag them over.
Well,
see that all big?
hang on.
And then drag them on.
Hang on.
They'll be in your photo file somewhere. I've only been deleting them, so.
Yeah, I should do. I mean, I know I have them. Again, I'm poking fun at myself because.
Let's see if one of them drags over.
Right. So
drag one over.
now, can I do that? Okay. So now, let's create a folder, and we're gonna call this Google Drive Backup. No, it's not. But that's what we're going to call it. We're going to open it. So can I grab this and drag it? No. I can copy it and probably paste it. Nope, can't do that. Okay, so there's got to be a way. Gary, any thoughts?
No, 2 seconds.
Well, I'm gonna go back one space and see if there's a way to unsupported large. You can free up 3.8. Right, no kidding. That's exactly where it's all at. I don't see a way manage your account.
Yes, you can drag them over.
Yeah, I would think I should be able to drag them. Okay, so let me go back one page. Let me go to here. Let me go. Nope, I can't drag that over. But I can probably.
Oh.
No. Can I right click, move to? No, that's probably going to be. I can download it, but I don't want to do that.
Oh, you can save it as. You can highlight them, then save as.
So
highlight them all.
So go back to the main page I was at.
Where you were before, when you were doing delete them.
Yeah, I figured you was going to say that. Okay, hold on. Okay, so go back to here. Go down to get my storage back. Free up the storage. Open the file. Right click. Save as. And then can I change the location?
Yeah, you just put the location in, save as. Oh, your 40 minutes is up.
But can I do them all at once?
Yeah, you can drag them all. Well, I just tried on 2 of them and it's just ripped straight off. You just select all, save as in, or just drag them.
So this is my eDrive Google Backup. So I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to go to eDrive Google Backup and empty. And now that's only getting one. That's only showing one file unless I open it. Oh no, there is that all. Oh, this could be good. Darren to the rescue. Man, I'm going to have to employ you guys because Gary saved me on Davinci Resolve, and Darren once again is saving me on this, and hopefully they're all going.
Well, I went in to delete all the those DVDs I sent you.
Well, it definitely got the first one, and according to what I saw, it should get them. It did show that it was getting them all, but I only see the one right here. I'm going to cover you up. Sorry about that.
Look at the space and see if it's moving over, and how many there are.
That just gave me a picture. That's not what I want. Daggone it. So I'm going to delete that. Good idea, though. I mean, we'll get it. You're on the right track.
I don't want that. Look, I'm moving them.
You're moving them over one by one?
No, I've got about 10 of them on one go. Got them highlighted, and then I've just dragged them over. So highlight them.
So I'm going to highlight. I'm going to test 5 pictures out.
I've just done that. Oh.
Except that's a video. I want static pictures.
A second. I don't want that to go on over. Should let it come over.
Well, here, let me see. Save image as copy image. I don't know. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to do it. There has to be. There's almost. I mean, it has to be.
424.
My guess is going to be it's going to be from in here and go to here
Save as.
and then
Then save as into a space. Right, I'm going to try this. Save as. Yep, it's saving them. What I've done is highlight them all in blue. So the whole screen goes blue, right?
Are you talking about? Are you talking about over in the?
In that file system where you were before, where all the photos are.
Right.
Just highlight them.
Right here on get your storage back.
Hit as save, and just put them somewhere. I've just transferred them over to my document area, so they're not where I'm off. If I can find where I put them. Oh. So you can do it that way. Facebook. You can even do the one off Facebook if you want. They can send you down photos as well off Facebook.
Again, it's Sunday and I'm not figuring this out, so I'll go back one page. So you're in here on the free items up.
And I just highlighted them and saved them.
Right, so
in blue.
So I'm going to click on that. That brings up 32 things. I'm going to control. I don't want that because that gets me the whole thing. So I'm going to get.
One. That's what I looked for.
Okay, and then if I want to save as, but that's not going to get me everything. I don't think. Unless. I want it to go to Google.
On this one.
I don't want it to be in HTML. Maybe that's the problem. Nope, that's not going to work.
Let's see. Oh, didn't open it up. That's what's going in that. Little bugger.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to do it. The bigger question, though, Darren, is how are they getting on here? Now, obviously, nothing's gone on there since July, so that's good. that doesn't help me out. I mean, that helps me out to get that problem resolved, but it's not helping me remember where we put your stuff when we did.
Well, you had a file.
I know, but I don't.
Drive. You pulled it off.
Well, what?
Drive. You had a file system. You put on Davinci or wrote on it.
Okay, so.
You had a hard drive.
On F drive.
Yeah.
Well, F drive is my memory card, so it's not going to be on there.
Are you sure
maybe D drive. Did I put it on?
It was F drive when you had it the last time, so you might have changed it to that.
I'm looking at my drives trying to think if I changed drives or not. Okay, so. No, I'm thinking. You got me thinking. You got me thinking.
That's not working.
That's empty. That's there. I just got a notification for Doug going live yesterday. So there's.
I got that this afternoon.
Yeah, my notifications are like crazy. I may just shut them off. But I think. Because if it was in the F drive, that would mean it was in the USB.
Yeah, it was in your book or whatever if you put it in?
No. I mean, yeah, that's... Okay, there's Little House in the Prairie. Not that one. And I know it's not on that one. Well, the good news is I've only got 4 more flash drives to check. And that one didn't even...
Yeah, macro.
Yeah, well...
Just have to get rid of some movies. See what they are.
See, that one's not even reading. I don't understand that. I'll turn to Gary for that. If Gary's still with us. I was going to tap into Gary's knowledge, but I guess Gary has left us. So it makes the notification that it's reading it. Well, I'm down to 3 flash drives to check. But if it was F drive, it has to be on a flash drive. And that's a boot, so it's not that one. Which I don't know why I keep that one, because you can go to the website and get it brand new anyway, so I know it's not on that one. Oh, wait a minute.
It's letting us do one at a time, the little bugger. The movie one. Why is it not letting us do all of them? It's letting us drag one at a time.
I don't mind doing it one at a time, but I mean...
You drag it one at a time. I'm only doing the big movies to see what, like there's 5 gigs of this I'm going to delete. But I want to see one of the movies.
Yeah, that's my entire worry is I don't mind. I have them somewhere. I just don't want to have to. I don't want to have to do what I'm doing right now to find all that stuff. Well, getting there. I got 1 flash drive to check. If it's not on there, then I'm not sure where it went.
Well, I can do 1 movie at a time.
Do you remember what we called it?
Something Darwin. Davinci Darwin or something. Come on. Don't want that.
Okay, well this should be alphabetical. So Canon, Buddha, Canon, Christmas, Cold Justice, Death Screen, downloads. No, it's not downloads. Goliath. Wow, that's crazy. Downloads, flash drive, Goliath, IDMB, Railroad, PS4 pictures, Ron's computer, Season 1, Vista. Wow, that is crazy. So we know, okay, so that USB is recognized as my F drive, which means it's got to be on that one. And I'm just not seeing it.
Well, it's just letting us move one at a time, the movies.
Because of their size. Because of how big they are, imagine.
Anyway.
Does this work in here? No. Can't work because there's no. It can't work because it can't find the media because it's redded out.
I'm gonna delete that.
I thought we used that on. You know what? Let's do this. No, I don't want to save it. Get out of there. So check my folders over here. Davinci videos. No, it's not in there. 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 Okay, so it's not in there. So let's try this again. Fusion, tunnels. This is the last three. I don't know if I've ever told you that, but it puts it in the order that of your working. So if I open this one up and go back into it, it'll be the first one, which is a good thing. I really like that. So I'm not seeing. Oh, there. I should have brought that one up because Gary. If you're still with us, this one right here. That was a still that I was playing around with, and there's just some of the things I was doing. Man, memory's horrible right now.
Oh my! I'm not deleting man yet.
Well. This is funny. This is funny. Yeah, I think Gary left. Don't see him. Although a while ago he said he was still here. Yeah, Gary left.
Yep. I don't that.
But it kicked in the 40-minute deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going. Is it over here? No, it's not. That's the source folder. It's not going to be in there because that's another dumb folder they put in there. It's not going to be in Deer. And it's going to be. It's not in here. Wait a minute. No.
Oh, that's how you do it.
It was after that.
Yeah.
Run in there.
Ah, yeah.
Shortcut. Okay.
Did you want any more of that? On the that Sears on the
Little House on the Prairie?
Aye.
No, I'm good. No, I talked to my mom this morning, and she's comfortable with what I've got for her. So she's good. You know what she wants now? Which I've got. I'll get it. She wants to get the Keeping Up with Appearances.
Keeping Is that the English version of it?
Yes. Yes. So there is.
It's what's in
Okay,
there.
so here's the I know what it was now. Here's the subscribe. Here's the YouTube. So it is in my downloads. Now where did we put? Oh, you know what? Let's see if this solves the problem. Let's just put them on the daggone stupid desktop for now. Let's see if that resolves the problem. And I'm going to close that. I'll open Davinci Resolve. If this solves it, I'm going to go outside and scream.
Uh-oh.
You sound confident that I'm going to be going outside and screaming. Import media. Just going to grab my throwaway picture. Go into here. We're going to grab it.
Nightfall.
We're going to grab effects. Media effects. We're going to go. Nope, still shows it's offline. So that's not it.
Keeping up with appearances.
Media, background, merge, text, merge.
Where
in the heck?
This might be a big one.
Yeah, I can get it. I got it.
You good?
I'll start my recorder and record it. I'll just let it run for. So it's got 7 tools in it, which is a media, background, a merge, a text, which is. I know what it is. The question is, where is it at? That is the question.
Thanks for Charles.
Damn, gone it. I wish there was a way. I wish there was a way to go in here and look at the location of where this is supposed to be, but there's not.
Normally on your Davinci, it'll just go straight to it on the left-hand corner. There's a file goes, and it goes straight where you've been putting them all. On your Davinci side.
Yep.
On the top, and you've got files. One of them, you press it, and it goes straight to where you've got the main files.
So on the main page of Davinci, upper
Right,
left hand corner.
You got 3 bits of pieces saying what the files are, and it's in there. It's where the files are kept. Oh, I can't open it up.
Okay.
This is.
Okay. Right. So right now it's going to. So memory, video, audio input, in and out. Okay, so in and out.
I must have missed some.
That's not it. And it's just crazy. I mean, I know what they are. I know exactly what they are. They are this one and this one. The subscribe button, the YouTube button. And if you remember right when we did it, we had it static here, and we had it moving across and moving up. I remember it. I just don't know where it's at. Because we did it.
doing in there?
And they're both turned on, so that's not the issue. I was hoping that might be the issue, but that's not the issue. If I turn that off, picture shows up, so that is not the issue.
Not bad.
Well, I think I checked all my USBs, and I know it's not. That's going to read as my E drive. I don't have any other USBs anywhere. Crazy.
Well, you were calling it F drive, and I think you wrote on Davinci on the front of it.
Okay, so
It was a blue one. It was a blue Western Digital hard drive.
my F drive?
Yeah. You showed the drive, you pulled it out and it was blue. Western Digital. That's what blue is normally.
Well, I've got Seagate.
No, I thought it was Western Digital.
Now I've got 3 huge Seagate drives. But that's fine. But here's the problem. So you're watching on YouTube, right? Okay, so that's Davinci Works.
I think that was the one.
You think this is it?
Yeah, because you wrote it on Davinci.
Okay, this is Western Digital.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm going to put this back in my docking station. It sees it. It opens it.
Because you had a shortcut left on the corner. You left a shortcut on your... there it is. I think that's it. Is that it? You were dragging everything in?
No, I'll pause here.
No, that's not it.
No, but
Well, that's fine. We'll figure it out. So there's Little House on the Prairie. That's a picture. That's my introduction. That's my introduction. That's the circle effects with grandkids. That's the
circle down at the bottom as well.
Yeah, well, it should be in order or by name. That kind of grows on me. Doesn't take much to impress me, believe me. Screensaver. Yeah, we're running out of time. We'll just reconnect. Okay, so not this one, not this one, not this one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Won't be this one. Won't be this one. Won't be this one. Won't be that one. Won't be this one. It should be right in here, and I'm pretty sure it's not hidden. But that's the only Western Digital drive I have, and there's nothing else on here.
Oh, that's you were showing us. But you were dragging all that off your hard drive.
Right, I was
taking. Shortcut on the other one.
Right, I was putting it. I took all the. So I actually. I'm glad you said that because I'm going to. I'm actually going to say. Oh man. Okay, I'm not going to put that in there. That's finished product. And these are deer. That's not what I want. Put Darren over here. So Davinci Data Resolve. I don't see anything in there. So what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for these 2 icons to show up in this box, and if I find that, that's where it's going to be I mean, I know I did it once. I can maybe try to remember. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's not it. I know it's not in there. I know it's not in there. I know it's not in there. Man, I don't know, Darren. I really don't know where it could be. Aha, aha, aha. Here it is right here. Darren's YouTube. Now, can I see anything? No, probably not. It's not going to tell me what I need to know. We did it on the 10th of October, so that's going to help.
So is that the copy of it?
Edit. It's in. Well, yeah. This is the one where.
Well, just paste that C drive copy and see if it goes to it.
Yeah, I don't have.
Just paste it. If it's got it on there and it got it where it is, just highlight it and go in your properties on it and just say, yeah, where is it? And just hit search.
Okay, here's properties.
Little bugger, it's too small.
Yeah, it is pretty little.
See that? Now highlight that in the block, right? No, Dan. What's in the little square, in the long square? That, highlight it. Highlight it, then paste it into the search in your computer file. Copy it.
Okay, I got it copied.
Now go to your search box at the bottom right hand corner. You know when you go in your, left hand corner, you go and look at your search engine. You hit that. Yep. Hit search. Is it that one? Home and notation.
Yeah, it shows it on the desktop just like I figured it would because I put it back on the desktop and it shows it being right there because I put it back on the desktop. But more importantly, what I want to do now is this. Yeah, well, I want to do this. Now that I got it back on my desktop, I want to go into Davinci Resolve. I want to go into Fusion. I want to minimize this down a little bit. I'm going to see if I can re-add it.
Drag it over. Should be able to. Overwrite.
We'll see.
Give it a few seconds.
We'll see.
Don't see GT2. Is that yours?
No.
What happened here? No, not mine. Oh, it's coming up with one of my hard drives. It's failing. Been failing for about a month.
So I put it in here twice, and in both times it shows. Both times it shows media is offline. So I did put it back. Now, can I get rid of it? That'll be my next thing to research because I don't want it in there.
Oh no, not in there. Download for Davinci. New update, Davinci.
Yeah, I'm completely updated. I checked that a while ago. That's one of the first things I did. It says your software is up to date.
Do you list your update to 7.4? Not yet. Right. Keyboard, back Davinci.
Well,
not on that one. Can't tell. Don't want that.
it's amazing how these work, but the one I want to work don't work. Ah.
Import. No. Export.
Well, we know it came off the desktop.
Good. It says I got 2.5 gigs of information. Oh. Use all manager.
Did I honestly just find it?
67 gigs. You can stuff that. Oh, that's hard.
Well, that didn't work. Although that's interesting. So Davinci Resolve is not running, and then if I double click on this, it brings up Davinci Resolve. But it's still offline because when I go into it says you want to
turn it all off again and restart it.
Yeah, I may have to. In fact, that's a pretty good idea. So
I should actually update mine at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me go see something. I need to check this anyway. So which one of these 35 tabs am I running on? This one? No. This one? No.
Oh,
this one? No. This one? 2 hours. That's pretty good. 3 people have liked it. That's good. And it shows we had 2 people in at one time. All right, let's do this. I'll in the stream, in the Zoom, restart the computer, get me a quick lunch, and then it's what, 7 o'clock there?
Yep.
I'll hit you up and see if you want to get back together, and if not, we'll figure out on Tuesday. So let's do that. Let's go to Zoom. Thank you for joining me, Gary. Thank you.
You want to try the other one?
We can.
The Chrome one where I would send you an email to open it up.
Let's give Chrome a try. Don't do anything though. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna shut all this down and restart it. And I'm gonna grab something to eat.
Yeah, I'm downloading Davinci.
Okay.
I just found out I've got 67 gigs of.
Sounds good. Everybody, thank you for watching. This is typical 2 hours of nothingness, but I enjoy it. I appreciate Darren's help. I appreciate Gary's help today. Fantastic. Good call on both of their parts. Darren, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
See ya.